One of our favorite memories of Cole was playing Super Smash Brothers every Christmas.
We would play free-for-all against him, and he would win every time. So we decided it was enough, and we would 3v1 Cole to try to beat him. It never worked.
If we ever did win, it was because Cole let us win.
And so to add to the challenge, since he kept on winning, we would choose his character. So he would have a really bad character, and we could have a really good character. He would still win.
One year we had all the confidence in ourselves. We were practicing since the Christmas before. And together we bet my ripstick that us versus him, we could beat him. And he beat us. He crushed us. So I lost my ripstick. But he did give me $20 because he felt bad. But
just watching him over the last 25 years grow into a really opinionated, smart young man, and of course as tall and handsome as his daddy with the same mischievous eyes. And I think I can speak for everyone when I say that I just wish he could have saw what I saw in him, which was a pretty amazing man.
My relationship with Cole meant so much to me because outside of my sisters, he was the person in the family that I felt most connected to. He was essentially like a brother to me. We are the same age and we go through the same things around the same time, and having him there to stick up for me or to vent with or just know was so special. My favorite memories of Cole don't necessarily come together from one specific instance. It's more of the feeling that I had whenever I got to see him or knew I was going to see him, and I'm so thankful for those times that we had.
Hey Gobles, and Cole in particular, even though you've passed, we're gonna miss you. You know, we've been thinking a lot about the memories. You know, all the times we geeked out together. Star Wars, you know, the Smash Bros, all the games. Like, you introduced me to StarCraft, which is, you know, pretty awesome, and it was pretty clear that, you know, you're a hardcore nerd, and like that's my fondest memory is just like the times we geeked out together and stuff, and like it's really shitty you had to go, you know, but I'm glad you're happy, you know, hopefully you're happy now, and we're gonna miss you a lot. You know, Jim and Lisa, I hope you guys do well, you know, because we'll be here for you if you need anything.
I remember really as terrorizing Ryan and Cole growing up and watching them play video games all the time, and Cole was always really nice to me, even though I'm sure I annoyed the shit out of him. But I'm glad he's in a better place too, and we love you guys.
I don't have one particular memory about Cole, but I just remember him being this smiley face, always laughing, happy-go-lucky kid. He always had like an action figurine in his hand, always was talking about Star Wars, and I just have to nod and pretend I knew anything about Star Wars at the time, but we'll miss him for sure. He was a really good guy.
I'm Cole's Aunt Denise.
And his Uncle Stephen.
And one of our earliest memories of Cole is him being a ring bearer at our wedding in 1993.
Yep.
He was just a young pup.
Pretty adorable little kid in that suit there.
Mm-hmm. Just the sweetest little thing going down the aisle, and such a happy memory of him. Just
yeah, I mean, he always seemed to be smiling when he was around, you know, whether he was a young kid or even in his teenage years around the family events, and always seemed to be engaged in conversation and listening, and just always enjoyed being around him. He was a great kid. Summer, he kind of interned with us at New Summit Media, and you know, we did some computer stuff and graphic stuff, things like that, and he kind of came on, was helping with some things, and probably enjoyed signing up for that, but it happened to coincide with that was when we also purchased the new building, and was able to kind of wrangle Cole into some remodeling work with us, and he maybe was a little hesitant in that, trying to figure out how he got involved with that with me instead of Uncle Ted, but was sure wonderful to have him around that time, so enjoyed that.
Since I hate scary movies, he always was good about trying to tell me what happened in every scary movie, so it was like I was already there. I didn't have to worry about going to see it then. He was always willing to tell me all about it. We loved him.
Loved
We
him
loved him a lot.
You're gonna miss him.
When I remember Cole, probably because I've been looking through photos lately, I came across a photo of him that made me laugh at a birthday party, and he's on the little Tykes phone and just chatting away through a series of pictures. And it made me smile because I thought he's probably calling for backup, being surrounded by all his female cousins. But he always had a great smile and just full of laughter, and just a happy kid. And I just will always remember his smile, whether it be through his eyes or that broad grin. But that's how I will always think of Cole.
The Cole that I knew was intelligent and happy and had a strong presence. And that's the way I will always remember him.
Love you.
This is for the Gobles. Met Lisa and Jim back in 82 with Jamie. And from there, Lisa and I had such a connection, I feel. And then we shared our families, once our families were growing. Gobles, I feel like you're so blessed to know the Gobles, They're such great people. And, memories I have of Cole, of course, is when we go on vacation, or when we went on vacation with the Gobles, or when Cole and Lisa and Jim and Jesse would come over and hang out with us. Like Lindsay said, there's no particular memory that really stands out, but, what I can remember of Cole is that he was always very polite and, would always say hello, just that took that time out just to say hi, and he's a special guy, and I'm really going to miss him, so
Okay.
it's really hard for me, because I feel like he's part of me, so Jim and my son Jesse, I'm here for you, and I know that we love all of you, and I hope that you know that, and if I can take some of that hurt away, I would, and I'm going to help that with you. And you just, Cole was just really special. So I'm going to miss him. I love you guys, and we're here always.
So my dad bought a camcorder, and it was probably meant for softball purposes. I'm 99.9% sure that's what it was for. But Dylan and I stole it, and we started recording music videos and quickly realized we needed a male lead. So we recruited Cole, and we started I remember him too well. He was good, okay? And we didn't like that, so we booted him. We didn't boot him, but we wanted to.
My most favorite memory of Cole was just a recent one from 3 months ago when he came down for the July birthdays. We had a chance to talk, and I just noticed how happy he seemed to be, and loved talking to him, going downstairs, showing him my guitars, and we talked a little bit about music, and it was just great seeing him. I just wish that we had a chance to be with him a lot longer than we were.
My favorite memory also was him coming here with his mom and dad for the July birthdays. And I answered the door, and there stood Jim and Lisa, and then behind them was Cole with that beautiful big smile of his that can melt anybody's heart. And I knew that definitely was going to make everybody's birthday with him just being here.
When Cole was about 6, we all went down to the Lake of the Ozarks, and our friends Larry and Sue came down too. We all went on a pontoon ride. Well, We stopped along the way and did a little swimming, and our friend Larry pulled down his swimming trunks and mooned everybody. Well, Cole thought that was the most hilarious thing he'd ever seen. It cracked up. And, of course, then Cole started mooning everybody, too. He thought it was pretty funny.
Memories of Cole growing up is we always did camping trips. We would go camping and ski at the lake, and every campground we went to, he found a new machine, and his machine was a stick. And God forbid you threw the stick away thinking it was a stick or lit it on fire in the fire, because he would freak out. He always had machines every time we went. And the other thing that I just loved was that he would always tell people his name was Max. So these little kids would come up to us and be like, "Hey, can Max play?" And we're like, "Who is Max?" And it was always Cole. He's like, "I just like the name. I just want to be named Max." And that was just, it just cracks me up because he was just so funny.
Cole was when he was in 3rd or 4th grade. He was supposed to be in the talent show with a group of his friends, and they kicked him out of the group. And so he was very upset, and he decided he would do his own routine. I would be cooking dinner, and I could hear him jumping around in his room. It was over the kitchen, and he would be jumping around and making all this noise, and I'd go up and ask him what he was doing, and he said he was practicing for his routine. And I said, "Well, let me see it so I can help you, or give you some suggestion." Nope, I'm not going to show you. And so this went on. He did it for a week. Every night he was practicing. This is the day of the show. We had all the family was there. We had everybody come, and he got up and did a dance to Men in Black, which was his favorite at the time, his favorite movie. And we were so shocked at how good it was. All the kids were screaming and yelling for him, and he's up there dancing, and he was doing a moonwalk, and he was the hit of the show. Yeah. He was. He made the group, the boys group, they weren't that good. So it was good that he did it by himself. I don't remember where he got the suit. I did tell him to wear dark glasses. I said that will make you less nervous, but the rest of it I don't remember. All I remember is that he was amazing, and we were all just shocked. We were like, "Where did that come from?" We don't know where that came from, but when he was determined to do something, he was going to do it, and he did an awesome job.
Going driving around and drinking, come on, man. Going driving around and drinking, come on, man. Going driving around and drinking, come on, man.